So next question. If you had a fitness friend, so you had someone that was really into fitness, are there any gifts or are there any things that maybe ideas of something that like you would get for them? Or maybe we have people watching or listening that are like, hey, I have a friend that's really into fitness or health. What are some of the things that you feel like would be cool gifts that someone could give someone else?
Well, let's start at the higher dollar end. If I would say I'm going to even just start running, I would give them a gift certificate to Twin Cities Running or River Valley Running, probably $100, $130 to go somewhere where they really know how to fit a shoe for you.
Yep.
And so that would be a good start, because running on the treadmill, you're going to be going for about 120 days, maybe inside. So a good pair of shoes is important. And I just say, no, I'll wait till I get outside. And that's not a good idea. Get a good pair of shoes at the get-go. I have a really nice gaiter that I got from Duluth Trading Company that was about $20. And it's got a nice little adjuster on the top. And the cool thing about it is it fits nice enough or tight enough so if I'm wearing glasses, they don't get fogged up.
Okay.
And it's got the right kind of, I'm doing my breathing.
Were you supposed to be doing your breathing? Was that your alarm? Like it.
I tell my people I train, you set your alarm and do your breathing.
Right.
Okay, so I think a really good gaiter, a really good hat, mittens that have a nylon thing, long pair, really good pair of tights, and for under. I just think those kind of things, a running vest. I think just a cute little downfill windbreakery type.
Right.
Perfect. If you're going to be inside, you need a water bottle. You need the right kind of headphones that don't fall out when you're running. How to thread it down your back and have them right there handy. A good hat. It's kind of sunny over there.
Right. Yeah, it is right now until we get decals on the windows.
So you might need
bring the sunglasses
and your
for a little while.
Cap.
Right.
But, it works. And the cool thing about that is you might not find it real comfortable, but boy, that's a perfect thing to have going on, because that's what you're going to be wearing.
It's real world, right?
It is. It's a great thing.
You're not going to ask the sun to go away when you're running down the road.
So I'm probably going to tint the windows, but it's not a bad idea to be in that.
Right.
And I think a journal. There's Believe. It's the name of a runner's journal.
Okay.
But you can certainly post all your workouts in there, and I just think that is probably the most valuable tool.
Okay.
Is somebody to give them a special journal, and then come over to Functional Fitness, do a success session, know your why. Let's map out your till May, so that you know what you're doing, and then document that, because every time you get in there and you check it, it motivates you for the next time.
Yep.
And then if something happens that you got hurt a little bit or something didn't feel quite right, we can backtrack and adjust.
Right. You can figure it out.
If you don't know what you did, you don't know what happened, there you go.
It's hard to fix it.
Yeah. So a journal, shoes, a good face gaiter, a good hat, either a stocking hat or a baseball hat, the kind that have the ears.
Yep.
And mittens that have the liners. That's what I would buy.
Do you ever find that your hands sweat a lot in gloves, and then they get kind of are there any gloves out there that do a good job of keeping you warm but also keeping you dry at the same time that you've been able to find?
You have to treat your hands like you do the rest of you. You need to wear 2 pair of gloves.
Okay.
And those little tiny hand gloves you can get at Walmart?
Yeah.
To go inside a heavier thing, especially those gloves that have the little clip, or that you can clip on the cuffs of your shirt.
Right.
So if you peel them, then you don't have to carry them. I don't mind carrying them because it reminds you to keep your hands in order.
Yeah.
But you're still going to need a thin layer on your hands, because if you're running and it's cold outside, you're going to get frostbite.
Right. So it allows some of that moisture to evaporate, but not actually expose the skin to the air.
Right. So you need 2 layers. I don't like the gluten idea. It's just not enough. You're going to still freeze your fingertips. And so I think those little little woven mittens, and then I put a nice heavy Thinsulate glove
Type of
or
glove
mitten on top. And,
Cool.
But I like it where I can, if I can clip it on the bottom of my zipper, or you get those little alligator clips and you clip them onto your cuffs so you don't lose them.
Right.
But you're not gonna get too far in.
Right.
Where it's too hot.
Right. Right.
I
go
know
ahead.
another one. Yak tracks, those
Yeah.
cool little gripper thingies that you can stick right over your shoe or your boot. And nothing works great on ice, but those yak tracks are about as good as they come.
Okay.
And they are nice little, they look like slinkies or whatever you want to call them, and they're a nice rubber grip that'll flip right over your toe, right over the heel of particularly on a running shoe. And boy.
Do you feel like it affects gait at all, or can you notice them, or?
Well, you wouldn't want to run on the street with them. It's on the day you wear those where they plowed, but there's still like
a layer of
a crust of ice or that chunky snow.
Right.
Like when they plow the park, they don't quite get down to the nub, and you'd want to wear those yak tracks on that kind of surface.
So that could even work well for like if you want to do a hike through the park or something like that, where there's still some snow cover.
Or come across the parking lot here.
Right. There you go. Right. Exactly.
Anybody, when you're out and about, if you have to be cautious about if you're going to fall or not, those are priceless. They're $25 or so, and they come in a little box. The Shields or any good sporting goods store will have them.
Nice. I like it. And I think one more to add to your list would be like a heart rate monitor.
Oh, absolutely.
So, if you work out at a facility like Functional Fitness or FF24, we have what's called the MyZone system. So you can see your heart rate up on the wall, on the TVs that are in there. You can also see it on your phone. If you have smartwatches, Android Watch or Apple Watch, it actually has an app for that. But I know Garmin makes a pretty good heart rate monitor.
Yep.
There are a number of them out there, and they've become pretty popular, so they're not ridiculously expensive.
Right.
But that can help you figure out intensity, because that's a really important thing. And I think a lot of people, especially like type A driven people, they don't understand that low intensity piece. They don't understand the long, low distance day where they need to they need to use all of their power to hold themselves back. And so that they can, really what we're doing is we're conditioning the heart in a different way. We're conditioning the tendons and the ligaments and all of that connective structure that needs to be able to handle the load of a 5K or a 10K. And we don't really get that unless we get a lot of time under tension, but we do it at an appropriate level rather than just trying to go in and kick butt and try and, max out every single time. Because you're not going to get those same adaptations that we need.